today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, Rivers. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 30.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Watson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down, Carolina.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
It's a pickup of
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 29, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Scarborough, the ball.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Carolina.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Rosas lining up.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Carry on Johnson, the ball.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, let the defense get a chance to catch their ball, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pick on him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Panthers 14.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Catch is made by Hurd. That catch good for only a couple.
To Jalen Hurd.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Carolina.
On first down, it's Watson. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
To Jalen Hurd.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First and 10, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
Edwards on to punt.
He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them in coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
It's a the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Bo Scarborough, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
3 carry on.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
At their own 20-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Scarborough. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And now the 3rd-year man out of NC State, it's Naheem Hines.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rivers again. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
that one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Rivers. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down. To the air again here, Rivers. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And a pass complete to Anunwa. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
22-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last complete.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A.J. Epinesa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down again.
Phillip Rivers.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The shotgun, it's Rivers. Now pressure again, and down he goes again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing now, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to the running back, Naheem Hines.
passing is ugly.
Carolina.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
And Watson's going to throw it here.
Fuller brings it in over the middle.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up in the corner, Bradley Roby. And that will light a
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.